Hi everyone, it's Christine Daal from Fashion Angel Warrior. Thanks so much for tuning in to our Facebook and Instagram Live. I've got a little special guest for you guys. This is Noah, my son, Noah Benjamin. Say hi, Noah. Say hi. Say hi to all the people. So he's going to help me tonight talk about 6 ways to boost creativity. I am super excited to be here, and hopefully he doesn't get too fussy on me, but he's got to take a bath anyway, so he's not going to stay for the whole time. But anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to give me your hearts, give me your thumbs up, give me your questions, your comments. It's like oxygen to me. I love it. So please comment as we're going along. Let me know. Hi, how's everyone doing tonight? Awesome. Hope everyone's enjoying New York Fashion Week. It's crazy how many things are going on right now. But I wanted to make sure to hop on to give you guys some good information. Don't forget to share this. If you're on Facebook, you can just click the share button. If you're on Instagram, tag someone. Share it to your stories. Yeah, Noah. Noah, say hi. Say hi, Bubba. He has no idea what's going on. He's like, oh my gosh, what are all these screens? Who are all these people? All right, so tonight we are going to talk about the 7 ways to detox your mind, how to quickly get a new perspective, which foods can actually boost your creativity and your mood, how your bad habits could be affecting your creativity, and so much more. We are talking about 6 ways to boost creativity. So most of you are probably very creative. If you're a designer or in fashion, you're probably a very creative person. I know for me, if I'm not doing something creative, I can get really depressed. Like, it's part of who I am. So I constantly have to be doing something creative. And there's lots of things and different ways to be creative. You can be creative with your designs, but you can also be creative with your writing. You can be creative with your Instagram layout, right? You can be creative with other social media platforms, with video content, with your logo, with colors, right? There's so many different ways to be creative, but sometimes you might start to feel like you're not as creative as you'd like, or maybe you're hitting a wall, and that's okay. That happens sometimes. I find that often, a lot of times when, look at him, when designers are sketching, they have a hard time. They kind of hit a wall and they can't think of any more designs, right? I was talking to a newbie designer the other day, and she was telling me how she had to sketch 3 designs for her class, and it was like totally freaking her out. And it made me think of when I first got started in the industry and how difficult it was. The crazy thing is that in my career, at one point I was designing over 100 dresses a month, which means I was probably sketching close to 200 sketches a month, which is just crazy. I probably could easily sketch 50 styles in one day. That's how much we were sketching. So keep in mind that creativity is a muscle, just like every other muscle in your body. It needs to be constantly fed and strengthened, and that's going to help you be the most successful at it. So make sure that you're doing these 6 things that we're going to go over all the time so that you can boost your creativity. So the number 1 way to boost your creativity is to detox or clear your mind, okay? So certain things like stress, worries, negative thoughts, these are all really toxic to our mind, and they interfere with the creative functioning of your mind, okay? So let go of all these things. Let go of the things that are not in your control. Just relax and let your mind become free of all stress and all worry. So there are 7 ways that you can actually detox your mind. Can anyone take a guess at a way to detox your mind? Take a guess. I want to hear from you guys in the comments. In the meantime, I am going to pass my baby back to my husband so that he can take a shower and a little bath and go to bed. Bye. Say bye, Noah. Okay, we're back. All right, so tell me, guys. I want to hear from you. 7 ways to detox your mind. What's a way to detox your mind? You guys know this stuff. Come on. I want to see if anyone has any of the same things that I've already got prepared to say for you here. 7 ways to detox your mind. All right, I'm going to give you the first one. One of the best ways, pray to God. If you're a Christian, if you're a believer like I am, pray to God. It is so super, super powerful. I love 1 Peter 5:7. It says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. 2 Timothy 1:7, for God does not bring a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That sound mind is super, super important, and God can give you that. God can give you peace. Definitely. Okay, Kristen says meditate. Yes, meditation is also another great way to detox your mind. Exercise, we're going to talk about that in a minute. I'm glad that you mentioned that. So number 2, play music to boost your mood, right? Hey, So Chic Petite, how are you? Play some music, right? So if you are like certain kinds of music, if it gets you going, I know when I'm at the gym, I have to have really fast, upbeat music in order to work out. And that gets me in the mood to work out and gets me going and gets me excited, right? So maybe there's music that makes you creative. Maybe it's Mozart, maybe it's techno, whatever it is. Worship music, play whatever works for you. Number 3, you can try working out, exercise, which Kristen already said, which is awesome. And actually, believe it or not, fitness can actually lead to success in your fashion business. We did an entire Facebook Live episode. It's episode number 18. So go back and watch that. There is a link on Facebook to go back and watch that. If you're on Instagram, head on over to our Facebook group, The Fearless Fashionpreneur, and you can just type in number 18 in the search bar and look up all the past videos from all of our Facebook Lives are all in there, okay? So I love working out. I love to run, especially outside, on the beach. I love to play music while I'm running. So those two things kind of go hand in hand. And sometimes when I just have a really hard time focusing, like if it's one of those days where I'm constantly being interrupted and I can't get anything done and I can't focus and I'm being pulled in like 5,000 different directions, sometimes I just need to like drop everything, put on my sneakers and go for a run. And then when I come back, my brain is just magically so much clearer, so much better. I think it's because of the oxygen getting going in your body, the blood getting going in your body, right? So that's gonna help you get more creative. Hi, Ruth, how are you? Elia Couture. So we're talking about the 6 ways to boost creativity. So number 1 was detox your mind, and we are on the 7 ways to detox your mind. Number 4 is journaling, which Gina said writing. So I'm a big fan of journaling. I don't do it as often as I would like anymore, probably because of my baby. But I just find that when I write something down, it clears my mind because once I write it down, I feel like I no longer have to remember it. I no longer have to hold space in my brain. My brain only has so much space, right? Our brains only have so much space to hold things. I don't like to take up that space. That is really important real estate that needs to be used for only the really important things that I need at that very moment in time. And so I like to write everything down to get it out of my head onto paper so I don't have to worry about it anymore. So that's a really great way to detox your mind. Number 5, maybe for you, it's quiet time, right? Maybe you just need to block out 30 minutes every single day of pure silence, right? To reflect, to think, to concentrate, to focus on what's really important to you, right? So that might be a good way to detox your mind. Number 6, remove the stressful things from your life. This is sometimes easier said than done, and it sometimes is not possible to remove stressful things, especially if it's a person, and maybe perhaps you live with that person, or if it's your living situation in general. I understand it. I get it that you can't always remove everything, but try as best as you can. If someone or something is stressing you out, try to just remove it from your life. I am a very much no drama person. I hate drama. If you try to start drama, I will totally walk away from you. Like, I do not like drama. I don't like watching reality TV shows, like none of that stuff, right? So if you're into drama, that's not going to help you detox your mind, I'm telling you right now. So try to remove those stressful things from your life. Hey, Amber Lynn, how are you? Number 7, 7th way to detox your mind. Be sure that you're taking care of your body, that you're getting enough sleep, and that you're eating really well. Guys, what you eat directly affects your mood, and I can prove it. They actually are using food to cure depression, okay? God created everything in our universe, and he created it for a reason. I truly believe that every ailment and disease and everything like that, there's a natural cure for all of those things in this world, okay? So there's a lot of different foods that you can actually eat to boost your mood or creativity. Does anyone want to take a guess at one of those foods? I want to hear from you guys. There's a couple of you on. I know a lot of people are going to catch the replay. If you're watching the replay, I want to hear from you too. So comment below, what foods do you think are used to cure depression or uplift your mood or boost creativity? I know the comments are a little delayed on my end, guys, so I apologize for the delay. Who wants to take a guess? I'll give you the first one. Ooh, someone said chocolate. Yes, Ty, you are correct, but actually only dark chocolate. So no milk chocolate, no white chocolate, okay? My husband doesn't like that because he likes white and milk chocolate only, but it's really only dark chocolate that gives you the benefit, okay? Berries or fruit in general? Yes, Kristen. Blueberries specifically are known to boost your mood, improve brain function, memory, all of that great stuff. Another one is salmon. So anyone that likes fish, I love fish, and salmon's actually my favorite. Hey, Tiffany. Hi. So good to see you on, girl. So salmon can be used to cure depression, increase your mood. Avocado, yes, Ruth Elia Couture, you are correct. Avocado is also another one. And there's 2 more that we haven't talked about yet. Anyone want to take a guess? Different foods that help to boost your creativity or boost your mood or cure depression. I'll give you guys one of them. Carrots. So carrots are very good. And the last one, nuts. Yes, specifically walnuts. Kristen, you're very good at this. Specifically walnuts. So those are great foods. So if you're feeling like your creativity is a little low, go grab a snack and grab a healthy one and eat one of those things. Have salmon for dinner and see if it really improves your mood. I find that it actually does work, guys. Okay, the second way to boost creativity, I like to say write it down or sketch it out. Sorry. Write it down or sketch it out. So we think of so many creative things in our minds every single day. You've got to get them down on paper. This goes down to the journaling thing. Get it down on paper, whether you're writing your ideas down, if that works for you, or you're literally sketching them. I know most of you are designers, or you want to be a designer, or you're starting your own fashion line. So if you bring a little sketch notepad with you, whatever works for you, make sure you're sketching out those ideas. You might be going somewhere, you might see someone wearing something. Oh my gosh, that perforated leather top that Christine had on, I love it. I want to use perforated leather for my skirt, right? And then you write down perforated leather for skirt, or maybe you draw out the skirt, right, with the perforated leather on it. Whatever it is, write it down, sketch it out. Maybe you see a fabric in a jacket, you want to use that fabric for a dress, or maybe you see a detail on a pant, you want to incorporate that into a sleeve, right? Whatever it is, keep a sketchbook with you, or if you prefer to keep your iPad, whatever works for you, write it down and sketch it out, and that's going to help you stay creative so that when you're lacking creativity, you can go back to those sketches, you can go back to your notes, and you can see and remember all of the things that you once thought about. Awesome. Okay, number 3, the third way to boost your creativity is to get a new perspective. So sometimes we just get stuck, right? We're in our office all day long, or we're home all day long. Hi, Emily. Or you're in the same surroundings, whatever that might be, right? And you can easily get bored. So figure out what inspires you and try to do that, right? Whether it's going shopping, whether it's traveling. You know, I love to travel because you see new cultures, you see different types of food, you hear a different language, right? It's very, very inspiring. This is why a lot of fashion designers use different parts of the world as their inspiration for their collections, right? Go to a museum if you like art, if you like paintings, whatever it is. If you like to read magazines, if that gets you inspired. Maybe it's sitting at the park. Maybe it's people watching at a cafe. You know, I used to love, the only reason I used to love commuting into Manhattan for my job was because of the people watching. It was literally like as soon as I got to Midtown and I got off the subway, it was like a fashion show every single day. I mean, everyone was decked out always in the garment center. So I almost miss that to a certain degree. I definitely don't miss my commute, especially on days like today when it's snowing and freezing rain outside. But I do miss that because it just sparks creativity in your mind, just seeing all these things. You know, your eyes are like a gate to creativity. So you just want to do something that's going to inspire that. So whatever inspires you, do more of that. So name something that inspires you guys. Do you like to go to museums? Do you like to go to the park? Do you like traveling? Kristen likes to take photos of people on the street and the subway. I love it. Yes. Hopefully they don't think you're that weird girl taking pictures behind their back or something. But I used to take pictures of people all the time. It's crazy. And I'm sure people have taken pictures of me as well. I love to sit at the park. I think it's very relaxing, and especially on a nice day. You can watch people going by. You can watch, if you're by the lake or something, you can watch the ducks in the water or the birds, whatever it happens to be. I love going to museums. I love traveling. I love shopping in general. So whatever you get inspired by, do more of that. Even if it's just breaking out of your normal routine for the day, right? So maybe you take a different route home. If you usually take the bus, take the subway. If you usually walk on the left side of the street, walk on the right side of the street. You know, take a different path home. do something different in your routine. Maybe you wake up an hour earlier in the day. Maybe you stay up an hour later at night, right? Whatever it is, maybe you go for a walk in the middle of the day, or you take a nap in the middle of the day. Whatever it is, do something different in your day and your daily routine, and that's going to help you be inspired. You can also try a different hobby, right? So fashion probably is your number one favorite hobby, I'm assuming. But you might like other things. Like I often find that when I'm doing other things I love, like painting or even baking, I used to bake cookies all the time, that other ideas will come to me. Even if I'm doing something totally unrelated to fashion, I'll get ideas for my fashion sketching or line or business through those other hobbies. So do something that you love. You know, maybe you like playing an instrument, maybe it's fitness, maybe it's hiking, maybe it's dancing, maybe it's scrapbooking, right? Do something that you love to do, and you'll see that the creativity will flow. Even if you're just going for a walk outside, most of us sit for an average of 7 to 15 hours per day, which is really bad for your body in general, period, okay? So sometimes just a breath of fresh air and getting a little bit of movement in your body and getting the blood flowing and the oxygen flowing, that's gonna help you with your creativity, okay? All right, number 4, the fourth way to boost your creativity is look to other industries. So it's really important, yes, that as a designer, you're looking at your competition and you're doing all the market research and you're looking at the category that you're in, and all of that stuff is really, really great. But sometimes you really have to look to other industries to get ideas as well. And I love looking at other successful businesses and figuring out why they're successful. What did they do that was different than everyone else? What are they doing that's making a difference, that's making them successful, right? And if you can figure out a shift that's happening in general, so even if it's not in fashion, okay, but if it's just a shift that's happening with the economy or with the world going on in general, if you can figure out that shift a little bit ahead of time before it actually happens, you're going to be able to capitalize the most. So in 1995, Amazon and eBay realized that everything was going online, and that's when they actually started their business, guys. And look at them today. They're 2 of the largest online retailers out there. So they figured out a shift before everyone else caught on, and that's why they're successful. So figure out a shift that's going on around you. I also love watching Shark Tank for this reason, because you get to see totally different businesses, their ideas, their business models. You might learn small tricks here and there of how they did their marketing or something, right? So that might inspire you for your business. And we'll be talking about the future of fashion a little bit more in a couple weeks on our Facebook Live, so definitely make sure that you tune in for that. Okay, number 5, the 5th way to boost your creativity is to be curious. My husband calls me Curious George because I am probably interested in everything. I think everything is interesting. Even if it's not something I would ever want to do in my life, I'm just curious about it. I just want to know about it. I want the information. So I think personally that curiosity leads to creativity. So get curious about things, start learning things, read books, take online classes, speak to experts in your field to bounce ideas off of them. I mean, this is part of the reason that people hire us. I get pitched so many ideas all day long, guys. I've seen businesses fail, I've seen businesses succeed, and I understand why. And so people want to work with us because they want to know the fastest way to reach success. They don't want to have an idea and then realize, 5 other people tried that and they all failed for this reason, XYZ. So then they can say, okay, well, I'm not going to do that. And they save themselves all this time, all this energy, all this money, right? So it's really, really important. So start learning, watch these Facebook Lives. There are over 62 Facebook Live, guys. That's over 31 free hours of information. They're all up inside our Facebook group, The Fearless Fashionpreneur. So also be around creative people, be around other business owners. This is why we have our Facebook group, The Fearless Fashionpreneur, so that you guys can all collaborate, so that you can all bounce ideas off each other. This is also why we offer a private Facebook group, our mastermind group, inside our Fashion Startup Intensive, so that all of our FSI students can have really, really hands-on, really, really detailed strategy and connect with each other and collaborate with each other. So it's really important. Don't be that solo entrepreneur that's stuck inside your basement sketching and sewing all day long and you don't talk to anyone, right? And talking on social media is good, but talk to people in person too. Get on the phone, call them, Skype them, right? So that you can constantly be bouncing ideas off each other and make sure that you're heading in the right direction. So that's the 5th way. Constantly be learning is the 5th way to boost your creativity. And the last way to boost your creativity is get organized. I am a big proponent of being organized. I am super stressed out if things are not organized in my life. So I have trouble focusing, and so it's really, really important. Like, I spent actually a lot of today just literally cleaning out old files, cleaning out my office, like trying to get as organized as possible, because I know my brain does not function properly if I'm not organized. Hey, Rachel, how are you? So get organized. That's the 6th way to boost your creativity. I know some of us have a bad habit of having messy work areas and that sort of thing, but listen, just take 30 minutes, even if it's 30 minutes once a week, to clean up your desk, clean up your area, make your bed, whatever it is, if you work from home, that sort of thing. Get organized. And we're going to talk more about how to get organized in our Facebook Live in 2 weeks. So stay tuned for that, because I'm really going to dive deep into how to get organized. So those are the 6 ways to boost your creativity. We talked about how to detox your mind. We talked about writing it down, sketching it out. We talked about getting a new perspective, whether that's going shopping, traveling, trying a new hobby, etc. We talked about looking to other industries for inspiration, constantly be learning, make sure that you're watching these Facebook Lives, and getting organized. So did you guys like it? Did you enjoy this Facebook Live? Give me your hearts, give me your thumbs up. Write in the comments. Hi, Felicia. Write in the comments if you loved our Facebook Live tonight, guys. I hope that it helps you. I hope that it helps you get creative, that you can have those ideas flowing, and that it's going to help you in your business. So a couple of announcements. We are doing a new live masterclass coming up next week. It's on Wednesday, February 20th at 7 p.m. It's called How to Drive Traffic to Your Online Store and Boost Sales Once They're There. Guys, you don't want to miss this live masterclass. This class is going to be crazy. We're going to talk about all the different ways to drive traffic to your website. This is the number one question I get asked by new entrepreneurs. I just did this whole speed mentoring thing, and I think 10 out of 15 people ask me about how to drive traffic to their online store. This is the class for you, okay? We're also going to talk about once they're on your store, right? The first step is getting them to your online store. Once they're actually on your store, how to get them to buy and how to actually boost those sales. You don't want them buying one thing. You want them buying a ton of things, right? So we're going to talk about how to actually boost those sales once they actually are on your store. So go to traffic.eventbrite.com. There's a link on Facebook. There's also a link on Instagram in our bio. Sign up for it. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. There will be a recording if you don't make it live, but if you do make it live, we're going to answer all of your questions. Yes, Ruth, you can ask your questions at any time, and then I'll answer them. If it's not specific to this Facebook Live topic, I will answer them on our Facebook Live Q&A, which we're going to do in a couple weeks, okay? Hey, Bree, thanks so much for joining. So, guys, this class is amazing. You're going to get to ask all of your questions at the end of it, which we charge over $300 an hour to ask questions, okay? So it's crazy, all right? And then we have an online course similar to this that we sell for $129. This is only $29, guys. $29. It's under $30. You definitely don't want to miss this live training. It's going to become an online course, and it's going to go up in price after this date. So you definitely want to sign up, all right? Okay, also our LA manufacturing tour that's coming up in March is almost sold out. We only have one spot left. So if you are interested in coming, definitely be sure to go to LA Fashion Tour 2, the number 2.eventbrite.com to sign up for that. Like I said, there's only one spot left. We're going to go to 5 different manufacturers. I'm going to teach you all about how to start a line from your sketch all the way through to a final garment. And you're going to walk away with our list of over 85 preferred vendors and suppliers that I've personally vetted, that I work with, that my clients work with, that are great people to work with. They're not going to take advantage of you. They're not going to try to rip you off. They're not going to, not give you the time of day. So you definitely want to join us in LA. Plus the LA Textile Show is happening. You can make a whole business trip out of it, all right? And then last but not least, I mentioned our Facebook Live episode 18, which is how fitness can help you succeed in your fashion business. Definitely check that out. Next week, we'll be doing a live interview with Daniela Jacques of Jacques Odyssey. I am super excited to be interviewing her. She is one of our superstar clients. I've been working with her since, I think 2016, the end of 2016, I believe. She is not only one of our Fashion Startup Intensive students, but she pretty much has taken advantage of almost every single thing we've ever offered. which is great because she's a hard worker. She does the work that's required, and she's never given up despite having work and health obstacles. So we're going to interview her because we want to know how she went from 2,000 followers to 22,000 followers in only a year after working with us, how she averages 130 comments per post on Instagram, why she's not in a rush to launch her line, the number one thing she learned from working with us, and so much more. So definitely be sure that you tune in next week, Tuesday, February 19th, I think it is. Yes, February 19th, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so that you can see Daniela, so that you can ask her all the questions. You're welcome, honey. And if you have any questions for her or for me, don't hesitate to ask. You can start asking them right now. Just type in #AskFo anywhere on social media, whether you're on Facebook, Instagram. We will find your question and we'll make sure that we answer it on either next week's Facebook Live if it's for Daniela, or if it's for me, I'll answer it on our next Q&A session that we're going to have live. All right, guys, so I love you all. Hope you enjoyed our topic tonight. Give me some love in your comments. Don't forget to share this video and tune in next week. Bye.